What is your most redeemable trait in a relationship?
Or where are we starting?
So just to make it
we can start here and then work
more
our way.
simple, what makes you to a man?
Wait.
A good trait.
I say
Wait, what
personality.
makes us attracted to a man, or what is
Your good trait.
our good trait? Okay.
What is your best trait why a guy should, if you're in a relationship, that a guy would get from you?
Okay.
Communicate. Okay.
Mike,
Alright.
good?
Yeah.
Just one?
Yeah, just one.
I would say respect.
All right. What about
Creativity. So I'm creative.
I like that.
How'd that benefit him though?
I would say I know how to put in my.
You mentioned creative, but what does that entail? Like for the guy?
More so, I would say the creativity. Creativity is kind of a broad thing for me. I would say cooking, the
It's like all around the board.
You know, just everything. Because you said one word, and I'm trying to just fit it
I know,
all
it's
in
hard in one word.
So yeah, it's just me bringing that softness to his life and opening him up more. Talk to him. Yeah, creativity, painting. It could be anything. It's just I'm creative in all aspects.
So creative,
Sexually,
nurturing?
that way as well. Yes.
Okay.
All right. Independency. All right. What about you?
Being genuine, having good instinct.
What does that entail?
Genuine.
Okay, how does that help me?
Will let you know.
No, but tell me right now, how would I know?
Like if we talk, like communication.
I see why he left.
What the
Being
fuck?
very
Well,
open.
she left. Technically.
Are you married?
No.
Exactly.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be.
Exactly.
Don't
That's
tell you
why
I
you're
don't
not
want to be.
married. I guess
Better
so.
being single. Trust me. If only you knew.
Question for
guess
you. If he asked you, are you fucking, what would your response be to that?
Huh?
If he asked you, are you having sex, what would your response be to that?
No. What does that? I'm having anybody or
As a girl.
It's a strange question, right?
Yeah.
Why is it a strange question?
why you ask? I'm not
Fair.
with-
Okay. So would it be fair to say that it's weird because you pick who fucks? You can have sex whenever you want.
In a way.
I can
but
get
not-
anytime I want. I can get anytime I want. Yeah.
Like isn't it like it'd be a weird question because like you kind of pick who fucks, right?
I mean, I guess I don't know.
Okay, you might not be able to bring it
But
to that
fucking
conclusion.
is different because it's not emotional attachment.
No, that's too deep.
Okay.
Exactly.
The point is
It
that
gets
okay?
deep.
Just to make this easier, if he asked you, "Are you fucking?" you would probably be like, "That's a strange question, right?"
Yeah.
Okay. See how you're confused and it doesn't make sense for him to ask that? By you asking him, "Are you married?" That's the same exact situation.
It's not.
It definitely is.
Why not?
Because he's saying, "Oh, I see why you're single."
Okay.
So it's like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
you asking that you're single.
Marriage
Okay.
is
Okay.
commitment.
We'll make this simple.
Marriage is commitment.
Who picks who has sex?
We
The
do.
women.
The women.
Okay. Who picks who gets married?
They do.
The
They
man.
do.
See how you're trying to make the two as if they're the same, but they're not. Him being single is not the same as a woman being single.
At the end of the day, he's still not married, so it don't really matter.
You think marriage is the goal for a man?
I don't think that's goal for men.
So then why would I
At the
care?
end of the day, men are fantasy. They cheat at the end of the day, so it don't really matter.
So I
They
could-
just want a women.
So if marriage isn't my
That's at home,
goal,
and
That
they're
just
gonna
proved
go
the
outside.
point, though.
Yeah.
Do you
That
not?
just proved the point. It
you-
said it
you
himself.
proved his point.
No, you proved her point.
How?
Because you just said you're not committed. You don't like commitment. You
Okay,
like
let's
to
go
fuck.
through this
You like
again,
to
ladies.
choose
Let's go. Okay,
when you
ladies.
wanna fuck.
Let's use logic
Commitment
and
is
reason.
different. Marriage is different.
Hold on.
It is.
Hold on.
Want to.
Let's use logic and reason for 2 seconds. Would it be fair to say that women are the guardians of sex, the gatekeepers to sex?
Yes.
Yes.
Would you agree?
Yeah.
Yes, it's our body.
It
Yes.
depends.
There you go.
'cause
Your
Some
body,
men
your choice.
won't give it up.
It's our body.
I'm sorry.
I said it depends. Some men stand their ground like
Okay.
women do.
Generally speaking,
So not every
women
man.
control access to sex. Fair?
Fair.
Okay. So generally speaking, men control access to relationships. Would you agree?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yes.
So therefore, if men control access to relationships, you cannot shame him for being picky on who he gets in relationships with, just like he
She's
can't shame.
not saying
Hold
that.
on. You cannot go after him for being picky on who he gets relationships with, like you're picky on who you have sex with. Because you control access to sex, he controls access to relationships. To say you're single is not a zinger to a man.
Nobody's saying why he's.
You'd be better off saying you don't fuck. That would be the insult.
There you go.
The insult
Oh.
isn't you can't get in a relationship. The insult is you can't fuck.
Okay, he can't fuck.
That's a lie.
So what's the difference?
Okay, now that we're on the actual, so now that we're actually on the correct topic, he can actually refute you on that because he does have sex with a lot of girls. Too many, actually.
It's sarcasm though. It's really
okay.
just
I mean,
commitment.
I
It's
don't
really
really
just
Now it's
about
sarcasm.
commitment.
She was trying to be
Because-
serious, but that was funny.
But no, but it's just really the difference though. Commitment is different than fuck. That's
who
what
could-
you don't
but hold on,
It
understand.
don't
hold on.
sound better
Okay.
for
That's my
him.
control.
Either way, it don't
Exactly.
sound better for
So
him.
Exactly.
how's that this?
But I'm saying like that's not what the reference is. You guys are making it seem like commitment is different. Marriage is different. Marriage is putting a ring on it. That's all
Who
I
has to
gotta
get
say.
down on one knee to initiate the marriage process?
A man. But
Okay.
I'm saying I agree
So
with that.
therefore-
I'm agreeing. A man
so
leads
therefore,
it.
Therefore, men
But you're
control
comparing being
access.
single and
You're
fucking
making
to
it-
commitment.
You're making the men feel like you're pointing it out like they're like very entitled. Like
We're talking
be the
about it.
one.
It's a conversation. He brought it up.
no. Like he's making the men feel like entitled. Like he's justifying
what?
like they're more
Let me
entitled
ask you
to
a
like
question.
I'm
When you
for
get
the
married to a man,
relationship.
when you get married to a man, does he take your last name or you take his?
We take their
Okay. Who has to get down on a knee and give you a ring?
a man.
Him.
Okay. So therefore, explicitly, Men control access to relationships.
Exactly. We're not disagreeing.
So
We're not
since-
disagreeing.
So since
we're just separating the
if
two
you could stop
subjects.
interrupting for 2 seconds.
Yeah, sorry. I just
If men control access to relationships,
We know.
you cannot insult him for not being in a relationship because he picks who gets in a relationship. Just like he can't insult you for not having sex because you control who has sex.
Ta-da.
You didn't
Okay, nobody's
insult
fucking
him,
end of
though.
discussion. Next question.
No, he's explaining how what you said to him isn't an insult. That's what like the whole thing was.
I wasn't trying to. You're not married.
You absolutely
either,
did because
so-
you said,
tried.
"Are you single?"
You tried.
He said yes.
He's trying to
and then
say-
you said, "Okay then," which is basically you trying to say, "Well, you're in the same boat as us," and I'm trying to say he's
Like,
actually not.
You're not married either, and he's saying, "Oh, I." Get
But
why
he's
you
the
married,
who's the one
so-
who's the one who can't
Dictates.
get married. You know, he
Right.
dictates.
Okay,
who's, you
for
know,
example,
like-
it's been 5 years. She wants to get married. Her guy didn't do it yet. She had an issue. Same thing. He's in control.
Yeah, but there was even a time in our relationship where I was acting cray, insecure, and like
Real Delulu.
he came in and was like, "Hey, like I don't do this. This is not what I want to be with. So if you don't fix this, like I'm out."
Got it.
I'll never forget. Called my therapist. I'm like, I need to fix this. So yeah, I feel like that was the first time where someone was like, "Hey, fix this or I'm out," and I'm like, "Wait, what?" So I feel like definitely they dictate if this is going somewhere, if this is not going somewhere,
Yeah.
and where we're going.
Yeah.
Very good point.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
Well,
separate.
at least she gets help, Chris. Nigga, you're next week. Hey, bro. Okay, and then we'll continue because we were like.
yeah, the redeeming qualities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you didn't give yours, right?
I thought
Yeah.
it was, oh no.
No, she said
Genuine. She said
Oh wait,
genuine.
yeah,
Genuine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I was her.
You were next.
Being open.
Welcome to.
Like honest.
Mm-hmm.
Are
Yeah.
you, do you feel like you're too honest sometimes?
No.
Okay.
No. I
So-
mean, would you like what truth hurt?
I would argue that if you tell a man everything too much, it might turn him off. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, later on down the line, I would like feed him certain information to like, get him comfortable with like, well, really and truly, I like to just put everything out on the table. So it's like, it ain't like I didn't already tell you. Like,
Okay.
I'll tell a dude like I'm crazy. Like, so later on down the line, and I start tweaking out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they be like, what do you mean you're crazy? Like, oh, I mean, just stay right there. You'll see later.
Okay.
So yeah,
So you're open to being honest.
yeah,
What about
I would say I suck fucking fuck up.
yeah.
So,
There we go.
You know, I think that's a redeeming quality.
some?
Only yeah, I'm submissive to my man.